Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988 with the Bobcats. Guys, Seattle fans hopeful things move along.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? And here's a look at what's coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Ivica Zubac's out there with Serge Ibaka. And for Brooklyn, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. DeAndre Bembry is out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Patrick Mills, and it's Harden in at the one. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Nothing more exciting than opening day in the NBA. Grant, how pumped are these players right now?
Oh, they are so pumped indeed. I mean, look, the offseason can be a long one, but every player loves when the games really start to count.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Pass to Aldridge. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Harden, the pass to Aldridge. Count that bucket. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
Such a nice touch on the ball from Aldridge. He knows exactly how much power to put on the inside shot.
Now Los Angeles with it. George with it. Pass to Ibaka. Screen by Ibaka. Down low. And the jam by Ibaka.
Well, let's remember, at his size, this is a very mobile four. He can stretch the defense, and in this instance, just does some work in the pick and roll.
And the Nets with possession here. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Outside for Harden. Over Jackson. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Aldridge.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Jackson. We saw him with 19 his last time out. From 13, misses off the left iron. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. Here's Harden. Banked it in off the glass. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
Inside Harden is such a tough cover. You know he's clever enough to turn any good defense into a foul.
At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Now here's George. He's guarded by Mills. Now here's Harden. To the middle. Oh, George with a steal. He goes up, and the jam by George.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
Here's Harden.
Boy, it's hard not to think about Paul George and what many consider to be that devastating leg injury he suffered. There were people who doubted whether he could come back, and now stronger than ever.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. George outside, 4-3, knocks down the triple. George has got 5 points, and with Paul George in that injury, as it happened, we weren't sure he'd ever play again.
That's exactly right. It shows the determination he has and how much love for the game of basketball. He overcame that physical setback and the mental toll that's part of that, and still enjoying an incredible NBA career. I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Up top, George. He's guarded by Mills. George, no good. For Brooklyn, they've got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Inside. Cash. Mills with the bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
To the inside. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7. Outside Mills. Aldridge, right side. Pass to Bembry. Oh, it's stolen. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Harden with the block. And here's Durant. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Look at Kevin Durant, all 6'9", but what a handle. Gosh, that move was pretty.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Goes up on the baseline. Aldridge pulls down the board. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Harden. Back to Aldridge. To the wing, right side. On the wing, Durant. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Ibaka. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Let's go! All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, sit loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Bembry. And it's Carter in for Mills. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Batum is checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for Zubats. Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Jackson. The Clippers trail. Bledsoe outside. The rebound by Carter. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Griffin left side. That one's good for 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Well, the Clippers shooting just 38% so far in this one. To the inside. Nice shot by Kennard.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Here's Harden. 10 points for him. It's Brown on the wing. Griffin right side. Picked his pocket. Bledsoe for 3. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
They were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive, to say the least.
These two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And just staying in control. This is Griffin's mindset, keeping his balance even when the D is present. Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. The Nets with a lead. Harden, the pass to Carter. Back to Harden. And here's Griffin. And here's Brown for 3. He's off on that one. Bledsoe with it. Harden picks him up. Kennard outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Carter. Outside Johnson. Here's Griffin. And he makes it. Griffin's got 6 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Bledsoe goes in. Brown with some nice D.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Sends it home from 3-point land. And it's a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Bledsoe. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Well, the rhythm, the timing, when Bledsoe is in his groove, look out on the catch and shoot.
24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Johnson passes to Griffin. Now here's Carter. 3-pointer, Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Bledsoe outside. 1 second left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Nets leading by 9. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Bembry. Then there's Patrick Mills. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Carter in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
First foul. First team foul.
Here's George. And a miss there off the inbound. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 6 from 3-point range thus far. Pass to Mills. Durant on the attack. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, Kevin Durant puts it on the deck, able to navigate and get to the cup.
And here are the Clippers now. Trailing by 13. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness. And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
The Nets have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Durant. Back to Millsap. Here's Bembry. Outside Mills. Now Durant. Give him 8. That one falls. Durant's got 10.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
So it's the Clippers now. It's a 16-point game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. For three, George. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Give him 8 points now.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D? He's got both.
Left side, Durant. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. That one drops for him.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
George passes to Jackson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or two ahead of the defense.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
So far, guys, they've done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy buckets.
Well, something else they've done a good job of tonight is penetrating and getting points right at the rim.
So the Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in. And so Jackson nails both of them. And we see teams that win in the regular season but can't translate that to the playoffs, Doris. What are some of the reasons that can be the case?
I mean, B.A., the first thing that comes to mind is the postseason we know is just a series of adjustments. We call them adjustments on adjustments on adjustments. Certainly it helps to have great shot makers, being able to score when your first or second option is taken away, because at that point, every defense takes away your best abilities as an offensive team.
Now here's Aldridge. 15 in his last outing. Tries a 10-footer. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Aldridge.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to Zubac. George for three. Sinks it from distance. George has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
Down low. Here's Aldridge. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter.
Third foul to have, and that's the risk you take, leaving him out there.
Third team foul.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. George, right side. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
The passing skills of Paul George are simply impressive. This guy is terrific at realizing when he needs to give it up.
The Nets have gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far. Aldridge against Zubac. Durant for 3. The basket is good. Off the setup from Aldridge. Aldridge has got 3 assists tonight.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Now here's Jackson. Up top, George. Puts it up from 12. And there's another one for the Clippers.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Who wants a t-shirt? Come on, I want to hear you. Who, you, let's go. Hey, yours, Brooklyn Nets.
Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Carter. Mann, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bledsoe comes in for Kennard. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Out left to the wing. Griffin passes to Aldridge. Back to Griffin. On the wing, Harden. This one for 3. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
Basket's good. Griffin's got 8 points.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
George's shot is off.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Mills. Now here's Harden. Tipped. They retain possession. Another shot. Rebound by the Clippers. George outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
Shooting for the Clippers, Paul George. Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
It's both from the stripe.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Brooklyn has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Out to the wing. Back to Harden. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Mills. Bledsoe with the block.
The dogged defense from Mr. Bledsoe twice on the pipes.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. Number 1, Los Angeles. The Nets in second.
A stat every team wants to excel in, 3-point shooting. Both of these teams were fantastic from deep last season.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of this one. Pass to George. Plenty of space. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one. Back to Harden. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got 21.
And I love how Harden makes scoring look effortless, filling it up in such a hurry.
A minute 4 left in the first half.
Brooklyn foul. Patrick Mills. His first foul. Teams.
Well, you want to talk loaded college teams? Eric Bledsoe played with some serious talent during his 1 year in school.
Bledsoe went 18th overall in the 2010 draft. He was the 4th selection from his school. Now, John Wall went 1st overall, DeMarcus Cousins 5th, and Patrick Patterson 14th. But I'm happy I never had to face that squad when I was in college.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
One thing thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Durant. Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Bledsoe drops them both. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Harden finds Griffin. The Clippers grab the miss. Pass to Bledsoe. Takes a 13-footer. Good on the bucket. Bledsoe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Eric Bledsoe entered the league with a quality mid-range game and gets one to go there.
Brooklyn has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Back to Harden. To the inside. Griffin. Yes! And a nice assist from Harden.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The 15-footer. And there's another one for the Nets.
The sweet lefty stroke of Harden on display. Such a pure jump shooter.
Bledsoe for three. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Nets out in front, up 19. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they've been incredible from beyond the arc. They're scoring the three in bunches, sinking them at a high rate. If the defense continues to allow open looks in the second half, I'll keep saying, fire, fire.
All right, let's go over the first half now and highlight the opposing forces who stood out.
We've got a heavyweight clash on our hands. This is a star-driven lead. You got two fierce leaders going head-to-head, both guys trading blows as each one tries to will his own team to victory. So get some fresh popcorn ready.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so in the game for the Clippers, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Serge Ibaka is out there with Ivica Zubac. Count it. Durant's got 19 points.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Los Angeles has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. It's George on the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Kevin Durant.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
Shooting 2.
That's good from George. Good on both. Boy, Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Bembry. Off target with the three. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Now here's George. He's got 19. Shoots over Durant. And too long on the shot.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Pass to Harden. He takes it in. And the shot goes down. Harden's got 25 points in the game.
This is Harden at his best. Driving, fighting through contact. He enjoys overcoming these challenges.
Durant against George. Here's the three. Knocks it down from distance.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
On the wing, Durant. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And again, it's Brooklyn.
It's this kind of consistency, guys, as a scorer that always has Kevin Durant in the MVP conversation.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
Team second.
And so here are the Clippers. Jackson, the pass to Ibaka. Fires from the wing. Durant pulls it in.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Bembry. Rejected by George.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays, and that send it back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. Here's Durant. He's got 21. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, you just have to sit back sometimes and admire the shooting form of Kevin Durant. Shoulders squared, body straight, pre-shot preparation perfect.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
It's rebounded by George. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half.
And of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Harden. He's got 25. Left side, Durant. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, after netting 1 in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
And there's another one for the Clippers.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
It's a t-shirt bonanza. I'm telling you, we got t-shirts for everybody. But we only giving them out to the loudest fans. You want one? Let's go. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Millsap, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Kennard's checked in. The Nets have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Mills. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Grant, throughout your career, you mostly played in the smaller markets. You think the league is doing enough to help them compete?
I think so. I mean, look, Milwaukee just won a championship. An incredible season they had last year. I think they're doing the right thing between revenue sharing, the salary cap, the luxury tax. And remember, the players' union will always favor freedom of movement for its players.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
At the line for the Clippers, Paul George. Yeah, at the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. George hits them both.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Brooklyn has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Up top, Harden. Defended by Jackson. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. 1 more and he's done.
For the Clippers, man, he's checked in for George. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Jackson. Pass to man. On the wing, Bledsoe. That shot off. Oh, nice D from Millsap. And here's Mills for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Takes it inside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Brooklyn has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Durant with it. Batum's on him. Here's Harden. The shot, no good. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. There's the 3. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
The Nets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Outside Mills. Left side Durant. Harden, the pass to Millsap. Here's Bembry from outside the arc. No good. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Millsap.
Nets foul. Paul Millsap. His first foul. Team's 5th foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In the first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
You know, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long
Take a
ball
break.
to drop.
Take a
8
break.
points coming from
2 shots.
three-point range right now.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin, he's checked in for Millsap. Johnson comes in for Durant. And it's Brown in for Bembry. Both good from the line that time. And the net shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Outside, Brown. Outside, Johnson. Outside, Harden. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Harden's got 30 points.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late. You know, I'm not sure James Harden has ever been labeled a point guard, despite the fact that he's a great facilitator. But last year, boy, that's exactly what he became. He took that challenge and ran with it.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 10. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid. Los Angeles has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Down low. Second chance effort. An easy 2 on the layup. 17 points in the game.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
To the paint. Johnson passes to Griffin. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Griffin's got 14. And it was Kyrie Irving who vocalized that Harden should play the point.
You never know exactly what Kyrie's thinking, but boy, his IQ is unbelievable. He knew the dynamic between himself, Harden, and Durant, and when he told James to play the point guard, that is when this team took off.
52 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Johnson finds Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to man. Bledsoe outside. Clock at 6. Looking to get back on track. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, this is no longer a guy you want to send to the line. Bledsoe becoming a more comfortable foul shooter every year.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Bledsoe drops them both. Brooklyn has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Over to the left wing. Here's Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes. Johnson's gotten his first basket of the night.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for Brooklyn, knocking down 3 after 3. He's up to 7 3-pointers tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Clippers shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. James Harden out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Blake Griffin. Then it's DeAndre Bembry. And it's Johnson in at the power forward. So that's the Nets 5. On the wing, Bledsoe, defended by Harden. Screen by Ibaka. Bledsoe, pass to Ibaka.
Yeah, defending with just tremendous aggressiveness. Griffin's effort prevents a basket.
Pass to Johnson. It's Griffin, high post. And there it is for him.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Ibaka, good.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And here's Brown for 3. Drains the triple.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Here's George. Count it. George has got 25 points.
Boy, not only can Paul George get off the dribble drive, but you see the strength to absorb the contact and finish. Nice.
Pass to Brown. It's Griffin, high post. It's Brown on the wing. And again, it's Brooklyn.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Grant, as someone who played abroad on Team USA, how exciting is it to see how much more international the league has become?
It's fantastic, no question. You know, back then we saw so many talented foreign stars playing internationally, but now the best really do all find their way here to the NBA.
Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Durant comes in for Brown. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubac, he's checked in for Man. George outside. Ibaka with a screen on Griffin. For 3, George. Brooklyn with the board. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. The Nets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Pass to Bembry. Aldridge with it. He's guarded by Zubac. The ball's knocked loose. Zubac with the steal. George for 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Bledsoe. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Durant. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
It's just such confidence when Kevin Durant gets into that mid-range jumper. Like, forget about it, defense. It's over.
Shoots from 12. Again, the Clippers score.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
The Nets have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Inside. Here's Aldridge. And yep, it's good.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this 4th quarter. Here's George. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And in the 2021 conference finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Grant.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have to be proud of the coaches who performed, as you said, in last year's conference finals, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, you know, obviously, it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome. I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Harden, the pass to Durant. From 10 feet away. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, the focus of the defense. I mean, James Harden was able to use that attention and turn it into a hoop for someone else. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Here's Durant. And the basket is good. Durant's got 15 points here in the second half.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
And here's Jackson. Out to the right wing. Ibaka for 3, and the three-pointer goes.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. Pass to Bembry. Outside Harden. Now Durant. George defending from the wing. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 34 points.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Ibaka, good.
Nice to see that Ibaka has added the three-point shot to his arsenal. You have now got to get a hand up on him when he's beyond the arc.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 9 here in the fourth quarter. Harden against Jackson. Pass to Bembry. From deep. And the Nets, another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Los Angeles has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. It's George on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 35.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Pass to Durant. Back to Harden. Over Jackson. And there's another one for the Nets.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
George drives in. Down low. That shot off the mark. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, B.A., it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers.
1:41 left to play in the fourth. Durant, the pass to Harden. To the inside. The kick to Durant. Fires for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
That Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
A minute and a half left in the final quarter.
Well, they're going to win, so he should just relax.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in.
Coming out on the floor for the Clippers.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Nets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for James Harden.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Brown in the high post. Shoots over Ibaka. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Mills. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And the jam by George.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Millsap. Yes, it's good.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And he gets the bucket. George has got 43 points.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
James, I'd love to know whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense. What aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and, and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I have to do.
It's been fun to watch.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. Now it's time to present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.